Salute, salute, salute. What it is, what it do, what's happening, man. It's Nocturnal Thoughts with a real quick video. Then I'm going to get out the way. My post-fight thought reaction to Devin the Dream Haney versus Kid Flash King Rye. First of all, I tip my hat to both fighters for having the courage to get inside the square circle, put up their dukes and throw down. Congratulations to the victorious Ryan Garcia. In a way, he kind of shook up the world, shocked the world to a certain extent. I can't say I saw it going down like that, but I also can't say that I'm just surprised by the outcome of the fight. You know, Devin the Dream Haney is a superior boxer, but that was a fight. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia really came to fight. And I think Devin Haney came in there to fight too, being that a lot was riding on the line. And I think Devin Haney, you know, he lost his focus. He might even fall outside of a game plan. I don't know what their game plan and their strategy was. He said he was going to, you know, come to the middle of the ring and walk him down and break him down and stop him. And that's just never been Devin Haney's specialty. I know coming off the Regis Prograis fight, he felt probably a little stronger at 140, but naturally Ryan Garcia has that knockout power, and he's fast and he's dangerous. And he came in there prepared to win a fight. He wasn't professional as far as making the weight, which I think is a huge disappointment, in my opinion, to the discipline of the sport. But at the same time, you know, I feel like Devin Haney also put himself in a position where he gave Ryan Garcia a lot of advantages, or he let it go without, you know, like people give Gervonta Tank Davis a lot of flack because he had a rehydration clause. So I understand it on both sides, but it's the business, it's the sport, it's a brutal sport, the blood sport, and sometimes you got to find where you can take advantage without, you know what I'm saying, going to the contract. You know, you want to make a little side bet and spend a couple of $1 million so that you can come in a little heavier on the scale and not worry about getting a belt and all that. You know, at the end of the day, nobody forced Devin Haney into a fight where he was giving Ryan Garcia certain advantages. And it's also the nature of the beast. I've been watching boxing for a very long time, and everybody not always gonna go strictly by what's in black and white on a contract. You know what I'm saying? And Ryan Garcia, in his mind, he was coming in there to do some damage. But both guys put their heart on the line. Both guys showed their fortitude and showed their grit. And nobody should be hanging their head low. We know Devin Haney was on the trajectory to be, you know, if he would have won this fight, this would have kind of put him up there, gave him a lot more leverage where he wouldn't be taking these contracts where he's kind of, you know, lowballing himself to try to get more of a foothold in the sport and get more higher up in the sport. This would have been the fight that would kind of catapulted him to the point where he could really call A-side shots. Unfortunately, you know, he just ran into Ryan Garcia, who, even though he was playing the little media mind games and acting like he wasn't, you know, focused and training, you know, he was really preparing for the fight. Derek James also, I feel like, got a little bit of credibility added back to his training style and his name, because he lost a lot in the last few months. I hear a lot about, you know, how Derek James let down Errol Spence and how Jermell Charlo didn't have a good performance and Frank Martin didn't have a great performance in his last outing. But Derek James added a little bit more credibility back to himself. Ryan Garcia, I think, also kind of would take himself out of the whole like YouTuber fighter type of talks conversation where he's being compared more to a Jake Paul, and he's going to be taken more serious. And I think people will want to see him fight Gervonta Tank Davis without the rehydration clause, at full weight, you know what I'm saying, without the stipulations and all that. But we don't know I just doubt that Gervonta Tank Davis and his team is going to play that game. But, you know, if the money's big enough, then anything can happen. And that's how I look at this Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia fight. You know, a lot of people, including myself, you know, thought that Devin Haney would come in there and outbox Ryan Garcia and then possibly get hit with something that he didn't see and really hurt him later in the fight. But boxing is the theater of the unexpected, and anything can happen. Ryan Garcia had the fight of his life, and he made a statement hurting Devin Haney several times. But Devin Haney also made a huge statement showing his heart, showing his grit, and showing his ability to, you know, bite down and to recuperate from big shots and keep his head in the fight. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Ryan Garcia was victorious. Devin Haney's going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure out him a new game plan and new strategy. And, you know, I think Bill Haney might have to eat a little bit of crow, but he's a wordsmith. He's, you know, can spin gold, can spin platinum. And I don't think that we're going to hear like excuses and things like that. Like, I just think you're going to be able to let it ride, saying the best man won that night, and we'll be back bigger, better, and stronger. And I'll be rooting for Devin Haney now as the underdog more than I was rooting for him, you know what I'm saying, as the top dog. Everybody loves an underdog story, and everybody likes a comeback story. So we'll see what Devin Haney does. I wish him nothing but success in the future. And to King Ryan Garcia, I hope he is a better ambassador for the sport, that he's got this victory under his belt. He can take things serious. He can take things more serious for his next fight. And because I don't believe you can keep playing a crazy card and think that strategy is going to always be prevail. It's not something. Now the gig is up, and you got to, you know, be dedicated to the sport and show seriousness. And also, I hope he keeps his campaign going for the kids, because I really did like his message. That was kind of the first time I ever heard a boxer go that hard on saving these kids from being abused, and I really respect that. Outside of the sport of boxing, I think that's way more important. Protecting these kids is way more important than anything as far as a sport goes. So I hope he really continues to push that and to support that and to fight for that. And I wish him nothing but success in the future. Like I said, my hat goes off. Salute, salute, salute. And, you know, you can kind of crown King. You can kind of crown him. Like I said, he showed a little lack of discipline on the scales, gave himself a little bit an advantage, came in there big and strong. But at the same time, he was victorious. And all is fair in war. So that's my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I'm gone.